Hi, this is Josh Olson, and you're watching Trailers from Hell. And today we're going to ask the immortal question, who doesn't have a man crush on Clint Eastwood? It's High Plains Drifter.
A drifter came riding out of the west.
I just love this movie and love this trailer. That opening shot is magnificent as Clint just kind of shimmers towards us like a mirage, or dare I say it, like a ghost.
What did you say your name was again?
I didn't.
It's one of the classic Eastwood lines, and this is absolutely one of his most iconic performances. Of all of his American Westerns, this is the one that's most similar in tone and feel and vibe to the Sergio Leone Man with No Name movies that made Eastwood the international superstar he is even still today. Has any movie star had a longer career at the top of the business? I don't know. I mean, maybe John Wayne. I guess there's just something about Western heroes that sticks with people for a long time. This was Clint's second movie as a director, and he's already very assured in the seat, having learned at the feet of the masters Don Siegel and Sergio Leone. There's supposed to be a nod to both men in this film, I've heard from a lot of different people. I've never caught it, but apparently their names are painted on a couple of the headstones in the graveyard of the town. It was written by Ernest Tidyman, the creator of Shaft and screenwriter of The French Connection. Between those two films and this, Tidyman contributed more than his share of iconic 70s anti-heroes. The fantastic score is by D. Barton, and it's an eerie, haunting, and kind of reminiscent of Ennio Morricone's work on the Leone Westerns. But it's also a perfect match for the weird gothic tone of this film. Passed on shooting the movie on a set, the studio wanted him just to use one of their typical streets and towns, but he had his crew instead build the entire town from scratch on the shores of Mono Lake, California. And it adds to the movie's strange and lonely feel. There's this little town in the middle of nowhere with this lake next to it, which is really unusual and kind of creepy for a Western. His character in it is actually called The Stranger. And I like to think in this case it's actually as much of a nod to Albert Camus as it is to Clint's spaghetti westerns. It's one of the great revenge movies of all time, and if I were to tell you any more, I'd spoil it.
One man against one town. Not bad odds.